Wherever you go, whatever you do, throw a little at it. Omax, Vest and Briefs.
டெல்லியில் வெளியுறவு அமைச்சகத்தின் செய்தி தொடர்பாளர் ரந்தீர் ஜெய்ஸ்வால் செய்தியாளர்களை சந்தித்து வருகிறார். அதனை நேரலையில் பார்க்கலாம்.
Latest international developments coming to Iran. Yesterday I had told you that some 650 people, Indian nationals, students included, had crossed over from Iran into Armenia and Azerbaijan, and from there to come back home. To that figure of 650 or so, we have 50 more Indian nationals who've crossed over to Armenia, and few more in addition to Azerbaijan. Yesterday I also told you, gave you an update on 284 Indian pilgrims who had gone to Iran. They had successfully crossed over into Armenia yesterday. Of those 284 pilgrims, 130 of them will be arriving in Delhi today. On the control room situation, the MEA control room remains fully functional and supporting the needs of our Indian nationals. But I must say that the number of calls or emails have reduced significantly. For example, yesterday we received only 22 calls and 6 emails, and these were attended to. That is all that I have to give you an update on. Thank you.
Thank you, Asimji.
Good afternoon. As my colleague has just mentioned, just to add to some things what he has mentioned, the Ministry of External Affairs continues to closely monitor the evolving situation in West Asia and the Gulf region. The safety, well-being and security of the Indian community across the region continues to remain our highest priority. Ministry's dedicated special control room remains operational to assist and address queries from Indian nationals and their families. We remain in close touch with the state governments and union territories to share information and coordinate our efforts. Our missions and posts across the region are functioning round the clock, operating 24/7 helplines, maintaining regular contact with a large number of Indian community associations and organizations which are spread across the region, and issuing updated advisories to keep our citizens informed. They also remain in constant touch with the local governments, and we continue to render all assistance to stranded Indian nationals, students, seafarers and short-term visitors, including assistance for visas, logistical support where required, and facilitating transit arrangements. To give you an update on the airspace and flight status, since February 28th, around 244,000 passengers have returned from the region to India. In UAE Civil Aviation authorities temporarily closed the airspace early this morning, which was later reopened after a few hours. Airlines continue to operate limited non-scheduled flights based on operational and safety considerations. On March 16th, around 55 flights operated from airports in the UAE to India, and today around 70 flights are expected to operate from various airports in the UAE to destinations in India. All passengers can check revised and updated flight schedules directly with respected airlines. In case of any assistance, they can also approach our mission in Abu Dhabi and consulate in Dubai through the 24/7 helplines. Flights are operating from various airports in Saudi Arabia to different destinations in India. Flights are also operating from Oman to various destinations in India. Qatar airspace remains partially open. Qatar Airways operated 3 flights to India yesterday and is expected to operate 3 flights to India today also. In Kuwait, the airspace remains closed since 28th February 2026. Special non-scheduled commercial flights by Jazeera Airways of Kuwait are expected to operate in the coming days to India from the Al Qaisuma International Airport in Saudi Arabia. In Bahrain and Iraq, where airspace remains closed, transit of Indian nationals is being facilitated through Saudi Arabia. An update on the incident in Sohar city in Oman. The mortal remains of the 2 Indian nationals who unfortunately lost their lives in the incident in Sohar city in Oman have been received by the families in Jaipur today. We express our deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. The embassy remains in regular contact with the hospital authorities and the company to monitor the condition of the injured Indian nationals. None of the Indian nationals are reported to be seriously injured. On the Seaface Vishnu, which was the incident which took place off the coast of Iraq in Basra, our mission team is on ground to assist for the early return of the 15 Indian crew members of Safe Sea Vishnu, who were safely evacuated and are currently residing in a hotel in Basra. They are also coordinating with the concerned Iraqi authorities for early repatriation of the mortal remains of the Indian national who unfortunately lost his life in the incident. We will keep you updated on the Safe Sea Vishnu incident also. And to conclude, just to mention that 5 Indian nationals have unfortunately lost their lives and 1 is missing in earlier incidents. The mortal remains of 2 Indian nationals from Oman have arrived in India today. Our missions in Oman, Iraq and UAE are in regular touch with the concerned authorities regarding the missing Indian national and for the early repatriation of mortal remains of the 3 other deceased Indian nationals after completion of requisite formalities. Thank you.
டெல்லியில் வெளியுறவு அமைச்சகத்தின் செய்தி தொடர்பாளர் ரந்தீர் ஜெய்ஸ்வால் செய்தியாளர்களை சந்தித்து பேசினார். அப்போது பேசிய அவர் எரிவாயு விநியோகம் தொடர்பாக பொதுமக்கள் அச்சப்பட தேவையில்லை என்று தெரிவித்துள்ளார். தொடர்ந்து பேசிய அவர் இந்தியாவில் எரிபொருள் தேவையான அளவு கையிருப்பு உள்ளதாகவும் தெரிவித்துள்ளார். விரிவான தகவல்களை பின்வரும் செய்திகளில் பார்க்கலாம்.